Man, the music industry is a wild place, right? Just when you think you've seen it all, something else pops off. This time it's P. Diddy, back in the headlines again. Seems like every few years there's some new controversy swirling around him. Whether it's business deals gone sour, accusations about his behavior, or drama with other artists, Diddy always seems to be in the middle of it. And you know what? This latest thing? It's got people talking. Big time. Now, if there's one guy who knows a thing or two about the dark side of fame, it's Eminem. From his early days in Detroit to becoming one of the most influential rappers in the world, Eminem has seen it all. His journey through the music industry has been anything but smooth, filled with controversies, battles, and a relentless pursuit of authenticity. He's been calling out the BS in the music industry for decades, whether it's through his lyrics, interviews, or public appearances. Eminem has never shied away from speaking his mind. He's taken on everyone from pop stars to politicians, always with a sharp wit and a fearless attitude. His critiques are not just about the music, but about the entire culture that surrounds it. And let's be real, he's got a history with Diddy. Their paths have crossed numerous times over the years, both in collaboration and in competition. The dynamic between these two giants of the industry is complex, filled with mutual respect but also underlying tension. Remember back in the day, there were rumors of beef, subliminal disses on tracks. Fans and critics alike speculated about the true nature of their relationship. Was it all for a show, or was there genuine animosity? The truth is, in the world of hip-hop, the lines between rivalry and camaraderie are often blurred. Eminem's always been quick to spot what he sees as hypocrisy, especially from the big shots in the industry. He's called out fake personas, questioned motives, and exposed the often harsh realities behind the glitz and glamour. His ability to see through the facade has earned him both admiration and criticism. So you gotta wonder, what's he thinking about all this Diddy stuff going down? With recent events and controversies surrounding Diddy, one can't help but speculate on Eminem's perspective. Is he silently observing, ready to drop a bombshell in his next track? Or is he reflecting on his own journey, understanding the pressures and pitfalls that come with fame? Whatever the case, one thing is certain. Eminem's voice will always be a powerful force in the music industry, unafraid to challenge the status quo and speak his truth. Eminem doesn't hold back, does he? His latest album. Yeah, there are some lines in there that have people speculating. Are they about Diddy? It wouldn't be a surprise. Eminem's known for his wordplay, his double entendres. He's a master at slipping in little digs, making you think, wait a minute, is he talking about... And when it comes to Diddy, well, let's just say there's enough history there to fill a whole album. Remember the whole Cassie thing? Yeah, that was messy. Okay, so back in 2016, this video surfaced online. It was a year filled with many viral moments, but this one in particular caught everyone's attention. The video was shared across multiple platforms, and it quickly became the talk of the town. People were glued to their screens, trying to get every bit of information they could about it. It was Diddy and Cassie, who he was dating at the time. They were one of the most talked about couples in the entertainment industry. Their relationship had always been under the spotlight, with fans and media constantly speculating about their every move. This video, however, added a whole new layer to the public's fascination with them. And let's just say it was intense. People were talking, man. The video showed a side of their relationship that many hadn't seen before. There were heated arguments, intense discussions, and a lot of emotions on display. It was raw and unfiltered, and it gave everyone a glimpse into the complexities of their relationship. It was all over the internet. Social media platforms were buzzing with reactions, comments, and shares. News outlets picked up the story, and it quickly became a trending topic. Everyone had an opinion, and the video sparked countless debates and discussions online. It was the kind of content that people couldn't stop talking about. And you know Eminem, he's not one to let something like that slide. Eminem has always been known for his sharp wit and his ability to address controversies head-on. He's never been one to shy away from speaking his mind, especially when it comes to matters that catch his interest. This situation was no different. Word on the street is that he had some things to say about it. Not publicly, of course. Eminem is a master of subtlety, and he often chooses to express his thoughts through his music, rather than direct statements. Behind the scenes, though, there were whispers and conversations about his reaction to the video. Eminem's not always about the direct confrontation. He's a thinker, someone who carefully considers his words and actions. While he might not always address things head-on, he has a way of making his feelings known through his art. His fans and those close to him can often read between the lines and understand his true sentiments, but those who know, they know. Eminem has a loyal fan base that has followed him for years. They understand his style and can pick up on the subtle cues he leaves in his music and public appearances. When he addresses something, even indirectly, they get it. They know when he's making a statement, even if it's not overt, and they say he was not impressed. Those who are familiar with Eminem's demeanor could tell that he wasn't pleased with what he saw in the video. His reaction, though not publicly vocalized, was evident to those who pay attention to his work and his mannerisms. It was clear that he had strong feelings about the situation, and he wasn't afraid to let that be known in his own way. Section 5, 50 Cent spills the tea. Eminem versus Hollywood.
You want the inside scoop? Go to 50 Cent. I'm tight with Eminem, and back in 2014, I did an interview. I talked about how Eminem just doesn't vibe with the whole Hollywood scene. The fakeness, the superficiality, all of it. Eminem sees through that, and he doesn't hesitate to call it out. I made it clear Eminem's not afraid to stand alone, even if it means going against the grain. He's his own man, always has been.
Section 6, Tupac's Shadow. Eminem's confession. This one goes way back, 2013. Eminem did an interview where he talked about Tupac. He admitted that he felt like Tupac was always watching him, judging his career. And he even said that he felt like Diddy played a part in that feeling. It's like Eminem felt this pressure to live up to Tupac's legacy, and he saw Diddy as the gatekeeper of that legacy. Heavy stuff, man. Section 7, Kid Cudi feud, a sign of things to come. Remember when Eminem went after Kid Cudi back in 2012? It was one of those moments that shook the music industry to its core. Eminem, known for his sharp lyrics and no-holds-barred approach, decided to take aim at Kid Cudi, a rising star in the hip-hop scene. The feud wasn't just a simple disagreement, it was a clash of titans, each with their own unique style and fan base. That whole thing was brutal. The back and forth between the two artists was intense, with each side throwing verbal jabs and lyrical punches. Fans were divided, with some supporting Eminem's aggressive stance and others siding with Kid Cudi, who was seen as the underdog in this battle. Eminem doesn't usually go that hard, but when he does, it's intense. His performances during that period were electrifying, filled with raw emotion and a sense of urgency. It was clear that this feud had struck a nerve, and Eminem was determined to make his point heard loud and clear. Some people said it was out of line, too aggressive. Critics and fans alike debated whether Eminem had crossed a line with his harsh words and confrontational approach. Was it justifiable to go after another artist so publicly, or was it a sign of deeper issues within the music industry? But others saw it as Eminem defending his turf, calling out what he saw as weakness in the game. To them, it was a necessary move to maintain his position at the top of the rap hierarchy. Eminem's fans appreciated his willingness to speak his mind and stand up for what he believed in, even if it meant making enemies along the way. It was a reminder that Eminem's not afraid to fight for what he believes in, even if it means burning bridges. This feud with Kid Cudi was more than just a personal vendetta. It was a statement about the state of the music industry and the lengths to which Eminem was willing to go to protect his legacy. In the end, it left a lasting impact on both artists and their careers, serving as a sign of things to come in the ever-evolving world of hip-hop. Section 8, Dr. Dre, From Aftermath to I Need a Doctor. You can't talk about Eminem without talking about Dr. Dre. Their bond is legendary. And remember when Dr. Dre was going through all that stuff, the personal struggles, the business battles? Eminem was right there with him.
He even wrote I Need a Doctor as a tribute to me, a way of saying, I got your back. That's loyalty, man. And it shows how much Eminem values realness, authenticity. Something he might say Diddy's been lacking.
Section 9, Eminem right all along. So here we are years later and Diddy's in the hot seat again. And you got to wonder, is Eminem sitting back, shaking his head, thinking, I told you so? He's seen the dark underbelly of the music industry. He's called out the hypocrisy, the fakeness. And now, with all this Diddy stuff going down, it's like Eminem's been proven right all along. He's always been about keeping it real, even when it's not popular. Section 10, what do you think? So what do you think? Is Eminem right about Diddy? About the music industry? Hit me up on Twitter. Let me know your thoughts. This is Joe Rogan signing off. Peace out.